Yes.
Sorry about them all.
Yeah.
Ermac's your guy. He's
yes.
an MK9 main when I first met you.
Ermac was the first main I really ever. I mean, I played the arcade games, but like when I was deeply into it, first main I ever had.
True.
So very exciting. Let's welcome Stephanie.
Hello.
To the cast. Going to go over some characters today. Very excited about
let's
that.
go. Gameplay,
before
baby.
We do that, I want to talk about our trip to Evo.
Oh, yeah.
I think just on behalf of all of us, I'd like to thank everyone who was able to be there and play the game and give us such wonderful compliments and things you want to see different. Like that's the thing about these things. People
feedback.
That's awesome.
Right.
But we got so many great comments, and it was just really cool seeing everyone and hanging out and watching you play the game and enjoy it. Comments.
Yeah, it's super fun when you see people do like the fatal blows or the fatalities for the first time, and they're like, "Oh my god," and then laughing and enjoying it. It's awesome because you work on something for like years, and I've seen Johnny Cage's fatality 8,000 times.
Yes.
But seeing someone see it for the first time, they're just like, "That is crazy." It's a great feeling.
You sometimes you're so working on the game and just getting that excitement from
Right.
the new eyes.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Right.
Derek.
Well, my favorite thing about Evo was just like the fans, getting to spend time with the fans, the influencers in our booth, like hanging out with them, finally meeting some of them that we've been watching for years, right? And then also these sweet ass shoes. Big fan of these sweet ass Evo shoes.
Nice.
Love those. But really just hanging out with the fans and like seeing them go from the end of the line up to playing and then being like, I'm getting back in line because they just love the experience.
I was
And
there,
also,
guys. That line was long,
there
too.
was some updates and changes, right? A little bit of a movement change, right?
People
Right,
like
like
that.
a 40-minute wait for
really,
that
really
to play
dug that. And it
MK1
just
for
goes to
about
show,
5 minutes.
we're always listening.
It's worth it.
And even everything's still a work in progress, right?
Right.
Yes.
And that should be said right now, too, about just the gameplay you're going to see. There might be things that change. I think, remember correctly, there's a combo I created called the Dundee with Kano, which worked for some streams, and then some balances
It went
happened. It went by.
bye-bye.
I still hear about the Dundee. Real quick, for me, about Evo, the being on stage and being able to debut the trailer for everyone was really fun and interesting and cool, like a bucket list experience. Being able to show that for our entire team here and be sort of them for a moment was really cool. Want to thank Rick.
Oh, yeah.
For giving us the opportunity to show our game off and things like that. So.
And Evo just was great. It was absolutely great.
Yes.
Had such a wonderful time. Stephanie, what was your favorite moment?
Oh, it's got to be the grand finals of the MK11 tournament. What a tremendous ending for not just that tournament, but kind of the competitive life of MK11 as the main stage game.
What do I hate the most?
Mirror matches.
That mirror match was incredible.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
absolutely
incredible. My heart was pounding. I was completely invested in the moment. It could have gone either way. It ended in a crushing blow.
Right.
You can't write drama better than that.
Right.
Fantastic.
Yep. Congrats, Ninja Killer.
Yes.
Great
Yes.
job. Great job.
And everyone who competed throughout the lifetime.
The twins, the entire top six, everyone who entered, and the entire last few years. I think MK11, definitely every game we release, the level of play gets higher and higher. Players now train better, have better online.
I uploaded
just smarter,
my
more
top
experienced
3
online, and that
matches
just
of
continued to
Evo
go up.
yesterday.
And my
Quick
main guy,
plug.
Foxy Grandpa.
Yes.
Keep being Foxy.
Let's talk
Yes.
about. I
Check
mean,
it out.
honestly, there's
Go check it out after
call
this.
them the goats of the game.
Those matches
Mine
were crazy.
Is probably Foxy, just for his consistency.
Very few people played MK9 at the highest level and have continued in every game we release.
If there's
It
a
is
top 8,
very
Foxy
impressive.
will 1,000% be there.
And he's hella cheeky.
Cheeky. Good one. There we go. So, that was Evo. Thank you again for showing up if you were able to be there. If not, hopefully you'll be able to see everything on stream and really enjoy it because it was great for us and just much appreciated. Let's move on.
Are we
right,
doing
you
this?
want
We
to
jumping
smoke?
in?
Yep, we're going to talk about Smoke today. So today we're going to talk about
yes.
we're taking a character from a bunch of different trailers. We're doing
Right.
Smoke. Then we're going to do Ashrah.
Ashrah.
And then Geras.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, so let's start with Smoke. I
it.
think
Yes.
when you think about
Gameplay
Smoke
time,
throughout the
baby.
last 30 years now, I think mobility is one of the things I think of. You look at when he was a secret character in MK2, he had super fast walk speed. He could walk up and throw you in like 2 seconds. Then you look at MK3, he had Human had the teleport punch, and then Robot had the teleport uppercut, and then all the way in MK9 he had the phase, the shake. smoke bomb, teleport. Like, I think he's always been a character that can get in.
Always had mobility. Always
Exactly.
had mobility and ways to close the gap and also be right on top of you. Teleport, punch!
Right. He's dangerous from full screen anywhere you want to hit a button. He has an opportunity to blow you up for it, and that continues in MK1. So let's take a look.
Let's do.
But
Let's
first,
do it.
talk about his normal
Oh,
attacks.
showing off a new
One of the things
stage.
you might notice is he has this knife, which is a karambit, which is from Indonesia, I believe. Mm-hmm. And he
Wow,
uses
look at
it
the stage.
in most of his normal attacks. You can see he has this slicey dice.
Slicey dice, yep.
Put a little bit more volume.
Just cutting you up.
Low slice.
There goes your Achilles.
He uses it in his uppercut, jabs, and his throw.
Oh, right under the mouth. That's the worst. Yeah.
Another noteworthy thing about his normal attacks is he has a really good long distance overhead, which is his back two.
Ooh.
Yep.
We
yep,
love
that
our overhead
definitely-
and lows.
That covers some space. That's for dang sure. And that's going to put him right where he wants to be up close, right?
Exactly. And it is complemented by a low
Beautiful.
that could be a combo starter.
Give me all my 50-50s, baby.
So he's got instantly the low overhead mix-ups.
Exactly.
The blender.
The blender.
Yes. Yeah, I think he's going to be an awesome mix-up character. So let's go over his special moves. You can kind of see how he plays up close. So how is he going to get that 50-50 going?
Yeah.
So the first thing we'll talk about is his anti-air options. One of his brand new special moves is this anti-air night toss. Jump.
Oh,
Catch you in the
nailed
air
it.
And pull you in. Jump
Cool.
again. And if he EX it, he pulls you right up with a bunch of recovery. And then you can actually go into your mix.
For your Oki.
Right. So he has his own kind of get over here, if you will.
And
Exactly.
he's patrolling the skies.
Yeah. So he also has a new take on the classic smoke bomb. He throws the smoke bomb into the air and then will drop down. This will track the opponent. So up close, he'll be real quick, and even full screen. He'll always go behind them, and it's an overhead.
Ooh,
jeez.
okay.
Okay. So
Now, always go
constantly
behind them.
closing the distance.
Exactly. So if you read a projectile, if you think they're crouch blocking because of the low, you can go for that. And the EX version has an extra special property. Instead of dropping down and doing that attack, he'll just drop down, and he'll be invisible.
Ah!
What?
Because that's what you want, is to deal with somebody with overheads and lows and invisible.
Right.
Yeah,
That
sounds
is-
great.
You were
That's
thinking,
pretty
I
cheap.
don't know, that back tube. I bet I could react to that.
Right.
How do you react to an overhead that you literally
Can't
cannot see?
You start spamming stuff.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Exactly.
Low pokes, low pokes. Get.
So another special move is the classic teleport. This time it starts as a low, then goes into the teleport.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So if you EX it, you get
Yes.
a combo starter.
And that punch is very, like, throwbacky to, like,
Exactly.
MK3.
It's like a
Wow, that
double
looks
take on
fast.
Robot Smith.
Love it. I love it.
He also can cancel this one.
Oh, okay. Something I will never do. Nope. I commit. Okay.
Damn,
At all
that is
times.
fast.
And there's a fun property. If
Oh.
you EX cancel it, he turns invisible.
Okay, so you can go invisible in other ways.
I tried to find you. But
Yeah, he's Mr. Mix-Up. Your game plan is to go invisible and just mix
lastly,
people up.
He has a new take on his phase teleport move. He will phase through, go full screen no matter where you are, and go in with his attack.
Go
And
full
this can be
screen.
used not just to close the gap and check the opponent, but it can go under fireball. So, please fireball.
Let's see if you can do it. Oh, wow. First time landing.
Hell yes.
Wow.
And this can
You ain't
also
zoning
be-
him
I
out.
was just going to ask.
You could
So
cancel it
instead
too.
of, you make a hard read on a projectile. If it has a lot of recovery, you can actually stop right in front of them and get a full punch.
Oh, yeah.
Going
Smoky.
Exactly. If they're blocking, you can go ahead and stop in front of them, go for a 50-50, jump over, throw, whatever you want.
Cool. Did you do his throw yet?
I did.
Oh, okay.
how?
Oh, yeah, under the mouth. Didn't want to see it again. Just kidding.
When you're playing Smoke, what kind of what are you looking for in a cameo?
Great question. And I'm always a big fan of pointing out that you could shore up on your weaknesses. Like, you'll notice he doesn't have a traditional projectile. So
Correct.
you could give him someone like Sonya who has ring toss. Or you can double down on what you have and maybe get even bigger combos. Or maybe you can use someone who
Kano
has
assist is
new
gonna be
combo starters and
ridiculous
mix-up
with him.
options. But what I picked here is Cameo Sub-Zero, who makes counter zoning even better because he has a really nifty, tricky move where he coats you in ice armor and you become projectile immune.
Oh.
So let's wait for it to refresh.
For sure.
Fireball me.
Fireball.
Oh, that's
He
so
is literally just
sick.
absorbing fireballs and can walk you down.
And he's taking no damage from that?
Correct.
What?
Yes.
He could also turn invisible and have it on.
But now
Okay.
I want to spam it out now.
Yeah, so you pointed out
Oh, I
earlier,
love
one of
it.
the best things to do when someone's invisible is to start spamming projectiles.
I love
And
it.
You can hit a stray while he's trying to move around. He can literally use Sub-Zero, become projectile immune, be invisible, teleport behind you, and then start doing 50-50.
That's very sneaky.
He is sneaky.
That's
I
very
think,
sneaky. Sneaky ninja.
and that's a great key word there, ninja, because I don't think Smoke's ever been this much of a ninja, in my opinion. I think it's pretty rad.
Oh yeah, no, I'm loving it.
That
I think it's
Sub-Zero
very cool.
cameo
You know me,
move
I'm one of
is
those in-your-face
crazy.
kind of players.
You do like rushing down.
Nothing but risk.
I think I had to remind you of the block button once.
Yeah, oh yeah, probably.
And yeah, he definitely feels like he's going to be high risk, but really, really flashy, very, very quick.
And that's when you talk about like how you want to deal with Smoke as an opponent. Risk.
Right, yeah, I think you're going to have kind of two strategies. One would be accept that he's going to counter zone you. Your fireballs are not going to be super efficient. Just play the game, patient, bait him out, punish him. Or rush down the rushdown guy. And like someone like Liu Kang who might have faster normals up close, be able to poke him out, go for your own mix-ups, that kind of stuff.
Got it.
Cool.
But he is definitely going to bait mistakes, punish people that are, getting too big for their britches, and then go for his big combos and all that. I think he's going to be really exciting to watch.
Awesome. We should probably take a look at the. You have anything more?
No, I think we should show you the Fatal Blow.
Let's do it.
So
Fatal
this
Blow.
also goes with this theme. It'll track you no matter where you on screen, and it's an overhead. So check out this.
All right.
Damn. You heard what she said? She said it'll track you anywhere on screen. So full screen, fatal blow, overhead. Oh, my eyeball.
So any last notes?
Damn,
about
Smoke was good.
No, I'm just really excited to see like the really creative players mix him up with different cameos and stuff, and then go crazy with the cancels and all that. I think it's going to be really cool.
Yeah, some of my favorite characters to watch are the ones that have this sort of, like we've talked about it before, this like ballet of
Guys, that
destruction where everything's
Sub-Zero
just moving
cameo
around,
move, are you
flipping
kidding
out,
me?
all that sort of
What do you
thing.
guys think about that? I
So
saw the
that's
chat
super
going
exciting.
crazy when that came up.
I'm excited to get to play him. Like he looks more of like this type of characters that I would be into. Just rush down, constant pressure.
Select Liu Kang.
You got it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Sub-Zero
definitely can't
cameo
wait to
was
see you,
crazy.
you getting on.
Yeah.
So you could absorb
So,
multiple
yeah,
projectiles,
I
not
think
just
Smoke's
one.
probably going to be in my
you take no damage.
my rotation of characters, my repertoire, if you will.
Smoke was awesome.
See how you handle it.
A lot better than how I saw him in the
hopefully
trailer. Was seeing his gameplay.
Yeah, and I think Smoke's a
being
character
explained.
that's changed throughout the last 30 years.
Oh, he was my absolute favorite in MK3, right?
He's
Like,
literally been a robot, and I think this is probably the most ninja-like. His animations and all that, the use of the karambit, I think is really neat.
So we're going through this stream is sort of like we're kind of hitting a character from most of the trailers we've shown. We got
Yes.
we got Smoke from earlier. We got Geras coming up from his solo shot, and now let's tell us a little bit about Ashrah.
So,
Ooh, Ashrah.
Ashrah
Nice.
is from Mortal Kombat Deception. She was then in Armageddon, and she's been absent for 17 years. There's a whole bunch of fans who have never even seen her in a game because they may have started
Right.
with X or, who knows what MK9.
Nine.
or
Yeah.
So this is really exciting, and I am super happy to see
this is a brand new character for
Yeah,
a
rip
lot
the
of
smoke,
our
the
newer
traditional
players.
smoke
Right.
on launcher.
And it's been so long since we've seen her, she's kind of been redesigned and reimagined anyway. So she's got a real fresh coat of paint. So let's check her out.
Let's do it.
All right.
So Ashrah is a
Damn, another
demon
stage.
who has found an artifact, the Kris. It's a mystical sword. And when she slays demons with it, it purifies her soul. So she fights with the Kris all the time.
Wow,
And
she
you
has
can
good
imagine
range.
that gives her exceptionally good range.
How many bad things do you think she's done that she's constantly having to purify her soul?
She is literally a demon from the nether realm, so I think she's been a bad girl.
All right.
She's been through it.
All right. She's
Yeah, so-
done a few bad things.
You can see almost all of her normal attacks use her weapon. Like, she's got a super good uppercut.
Which is going to give her good range
Yeah,
instantly.
even her sweep uses her sword.
Little bop there.
Is that the professional term?
Yeah,
for
we
the
all
bop?
know that's the bop.
I've played against
Damn, that
Dan
move
in
looks crazy.
Schematics plays a lot of Ashrah, and the
Hopefully
range
it's an
she
overhit.
keeps you at is one of those sort of frustrating ranges.
Right. Let's go over her throw. Slashy slash.
The slashy slash. We got a bop. We got a slashy slash. Ooh, little frost throw.
And now let's go over special moves because they are very neat. She has a really unique play style. So the first thing she has is projectile. It's
Nice.
not a typical fast, tiny projectile. It takes up a ton of real estate on screen. Does not go full screen.
Okay, no.
And it's not the fastest in the world, but it reaches almost to the top of the screen.
So you're not jumping it.
Exactly.
Right.
And you're not ducking it.
Exactly.
Good one,
It
Tyler.
also has crisscross, which is a sword slash, which is an excellent combo ender, and control kind of the ground and the air. And what's one of the ways you beat like long range footsie tools?
You beat?
Beat it, yeah, by jumping.
Yeah.
So you could say crisscross makes you
Jump, jump.
You really set these up.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I don't understand why people say this is cringe. I don't get that.
No, not at all.
It's my least favorite term on the internet, by the way.
And-
Did any of the attacks you were just showing have EX versions?
Yes. In fact, I'll show one right now. The sword uppercut, which when you EX it, allows her to combo.
Beautiful.
Awesome. But the projectile and the crissity-crossity.
They just do more damage.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I think crisscross has
Armor?
a pop-up.
Okay, cool.
So thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, team, no problem.
And then lastly, we have her ghost dash. So this is a cool move.
The
where
Banshee.
She sends a ghost, travels as far as she wants, and she can cancel it.
Oh.
And
Sick.
she can also do this quicker version that goes behind you.
But you're following it.
Exactly.
So, for the most part, she's got a bunch of range attacks,
Yes.
and she can get distance with her sword attacks. So she really kind of plays that mid to far game. And if you try jumping in at her, she has that special move that just is a rising sword attack that's just then going to allow her to extend air combos.
Exactly.
Nailed it.
But there's one really cool mechanic involved in all this that makes her just an added layer to make her a little bit more in depth.
Tell us about that layer. Let's
She can
peel that onion.
Tap into her dark side, and this changes the properties on most of her special moves.
Okay.
Her fireball becomes a ground spark. It can reach
Low?
full screen.
Oh,
It's a
jeez.
Short, medium, and far version.
Okay. And so that you have to choose which version, right?
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Pretty quick.
Liu Kang has that
Gotta
purple
turn it
stuff
back
on
on.
him.
All right, gotta turn on the darkness.
Her shadow charge completely changes, and now it actually teleports her to the location.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
And she can again cancel it,
Okay.
or actually go directly to where the
Oh,
ghost
yes.
is. And she can use that to go behind you, she can cancel it, and she can still do the quick attack.
Okay.
Now, one thing you might notice is when she's doing these moves, the opponent is getting dark side attached to them. which
Yeah,
can stack
those little
up-
swirly things around there, right?
Exactly, which can stack up to 3 times. Once she turns back to light, all of her light attacks will then do an extra hit of damage, depending on how many stacks she has.
Very cool.
That's
So that's
Now,
two.
some of the ghost slashes.
Three.
Can you do any of those in the air, anything like
Yes,
that? Yeah.
She can do all the ghost slashes.
Oh, look at
down.
that.
Oh, jeez.
She can do attacks, she can do combos with it.
What can't she do?
Pretty much.
I don't think she has a command grab.
She does not have a
Okay.
So
Or a pure soul.
So playing as her, your goal is really you're switching back and forth and back and
Exactly.
forth to get
Yes.
as much damage as you can.
Yes, you're gonna
She
be
might
able to
have
switch
some
back and
Sindel
forth
type
depending on
combos with the
range you're
Air
at,
Banshee.
What the opponent's tools are. And,
You can really
know.
min
And
max
you're
your damage.
and you're locking them down
Exactly.
with distance anyway, too.
So, let's talk about cameos. I chose Frost.
Okay.
You might be saying, now how am I supposed to be switching in and out in the middle of
Yeah, the Frost cameo
Right.
has a
He's
lot of
gonna
hits
be
on.
advancing on me. He might do his flying kick, his fireballs, and all that. Well, let's cover a couple of Frost moves.
Forward
One
cameo.
is the ground
The
ice,
freeze.
straight from Deadly Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
Super fast, low combo starter.
And it seems to cover like a majority of the screen.
Exactly. This is going to be a big time movement check when you're fighting Frost.
Mm-hmm.
You could let it rip at any time. It's going to be super dangerous. And that's going to keep the opponent on their toes.
You'll be able to
Boom,
power
you
up.
hit it. Swap.
Exactly. She also has Orby Orb,
Orby Orb.
where she sends a frozen orb out, a slow-moving orb that'll freeze the opponent if it hits them.
And you gotta respect that, that's basically it.
Exactly, a perfect time to switch your stance, get your things going.
Cool.
And then lastly, she has this
Nope.
stalactite move that's a super quick combo ender. Or if she holds it, she gets a secret special fourth move
What?
where she does these stabby stabs. And if you block, you can see this has. Can you
Block.
pick up the controller and
sorry,
block? This will
Yeah, a
actually
lot of
push you
pushback and a
full
lot of
screen
chip.
and do chip, and that can get you back in range to be going for your.
And that's a
switching
low
attack.
too that you're doing there.
Yes.
Yeah. So
And now the meter burner hold down stabby stab. Did that cost any additional meter or anything like
I
that?
believe it's still the same as regular.
Okay.
I believe. I do not have the cooldown times.
Okay.
and also something to mention, still game in progress. Things
Yeah.
are still being tweaked and
Yes.
balanced and whatnot.
Totally.
So things you see here, damage-wise and that sort of thing, may change.
Yeah.
Obviously. So.
So-
just
Oh,
keep
there's
that in mind.
there's a very good chance.
Yes.
There's a very good chance.
We'll
they will
all
do.
remember the combo I did back in
Oh, here he
11
goes.
that just didn't work later.
No.
And
Oh,
I
the
still
Dundee.
The Dundee. Yeah.
Dundee, and I still hear about it to this day.
So let's check out our fatal blow. I think the wings are so rad.
No, yeah. Huge fan of the wings.
It's an audible gasp during the fatality.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's
a creative one
Ashrah.
right
It is
there.
super exciting to have her back. I love how we've again taken these almost 20-year-old characters and reimagined
Oh, I
them.
wish they would have
Welcome back.
showed like a combo.
Ashrah. Still a demon.
Awesome.
I'll give her that clap action.
When you set that up for me, sorry.
Yes.
You might want to turn the buzzing off of that one. The other one is doing the old buzz. So Ashrah. So another character. Oh,
Lost my mic.
we're good.
Whatever.
Super excited. I loved being in the crowd when you see a character like when Havoc popped,
Yeah.
and when Ashrah popped, and you have all these people being like,
Woo!
and of course there are some people, because I saw some videos later of people who like it's been so long, like you said,
Yeah.
where they're like, who is it? And it takes them a second, then they're like, oh,
Oh yeah, when
that's
you
who
haven't
it
seen
is.
a character for 16 years,
Right.
It's completely acceptable for you to have to think about who it is, or if you got it wrong, it's okay.
Right. Just like it was that was really cool. It's just because I think one of the we said earlier, but like we kept on teasing Reptile.
Yeah.
Reptile was getting teased over
a little
and over
bit.
again.
We did a little bit.
And just knowing in my heart what it was really going to be, how long it was going to be, and I mean,
Many people didn't know who Serena was.
right?
Right. And with her now having more of this demon form and things like that, right? Even more misleading. Okay to not know, for sure.
But had a really great time with that.
That's the
and
best part of the
I'm very
trailers, when
excited
you
today,
don't know
too,
what the
'cause
hell's
I'm-
gonna happen.
I'm actually going to be doing a character breakdown today.
You're going to do a character breakdown. How many times are you going to mess up
Whoa,
inputs?
whoa.
I don't know.
Okay.
You have been playing Geras a lot, so I have confidence.
I have.
Tyler's gonna be doing the breakdown?
Steph and I went through it yesterday, and I feel like it went okay. And I was
Okay.
I
I'm
think
not
this
doing
is
a
the
bunch
first
of,
in
like, that-
Combat Cast
okay.
history,
And
right?
that's the cool thing. Let me just talk real quick about Geras. Is he has a lot of tricky stuff you can do, but just on a base level, you can still, if you're not an uber pro, you can still do a chunky amount of damage.
Okay. Okay.
So Geras, just a quick thing about Geras, his gameplay. He's a brawler,
Yeah.
right? But there are times where Geras wants to keep you away, like you want to stay away from them, so Geras can set up some of the traps we've been talking about. that I'll be
Oh,
showing you in a
traps.
little bit.
Give me all the
So he
traps.
can lock you down in those ways as well. I think Geras is going to be good for really a lot of players. Players who like command grabs, players who like big brawlers,
Players who like to play like Tyler.
players like that. But then also he has a lot of sort of maybe I guess upper level moves that some of the higher level players can leverage too.
Oh, yeah,
Which
yeah.
I've been playing Geras for a little bit now, and I'm just starting to test those.
Geras was pretty popular in MK11.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think in this game he's definitely a thinking man's grappler and
Right.
brawler.
Oh, see that
Well-
may be a problem.
Could be a problem. So let's actually go ahead and talk about him. I am going to go.
Oh,
with,
another new stage.
I went with
3
Goro.
for 3.
Mainly because I love Goro, and also he does help with my gameplay a lot. And
Goro!
I'll go through that in a little bit.
And you
You're
like a
gonna
team
show
of
the
bigs.
Goro
I
cameo.
do. So just real quick, Goro has a couple moves. He has punch in the air,
Oh,
right?
yes.
So you can do that.
Punch.
To,
He has up
you can
two.
do that to sort of elongate combos sometimes, things like that.
Yes.
He also has Stomp.
He has
can't have
up
Goro
2 from
without Stomp.
MKX.
Now listen, Stomp is different. Stomp takes your entire bar.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it is full.
See?
So I know people will be like, Stomp. No, you have to commit to it. And then finally, he has a thing called the omelet toss, which is
Punch walk.
That's punch walk.
Punch walk again.
That's punch walk.
He has omelet toss, where he will throw you up in the air.
Omelet.
Oh,
And he will-
sick.
So you grab
Go
like, when you're
rope,
ducking,
go
for instance,
rope, go rope.
It can be used to
Omelet toss?
Don't do that. So that's what I use. Now I want to go through some of the strings, and this will all kind of make sense a little bit how he works.
Give it back to Goro.
Probably my favorite string he has is forward 4-4, which is just hits the ground, pops you up. It's a low.
Do you make a little sandcastle there?
He
What
makes a
happened
little
there?
sand at the end, boom, knocks you up. So for this, then you can start doing your air stuff. Let's go
Oh
to the
my
air stuff real
god,
quick.
that's sick.
He has 4 unique grabs he can do in the air based off his air combos. So he has this, where he'll give you the old pile driver.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Which you are a fan of.
I am.
And you can see that
Choke slam.
Choke
Which
slam
sides
from
of the
Hill.
cone?
Yes,
on
you
that.
can choose what side to switch. And then you can do this with different inputs. Oh, I did it wrong, sorry.
And when you say with different inputs, what do you?
Different punches in the air.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Lead
Gotcha.
to different things. So one is 1-2, the other is 2-1.
Gotcha.
And then he's got this one where he'll just. Oh, I did that wrong.
it's really neat to see the air combat extend to grappling.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
He'll knee you away.
Yeah.
air combat, just a huge fan. I just
It's
love.
so
I'm
fun.
so in love with it.
He also has this overhead, which is so it's not
What?
it's not safe entirely.
That's like a Kano
but
flip
it's-
from
You
MK11.
can throw this out there quite a bit because you get a big amount of pushback and you're
Right.
back to back.
I'm gonna get hit by that a
He's got
million
back one
times.
too, which is neat because this is that range where you don't want to be here. Get a little closer, right?
Nice.
And that can be canceled too, so you can do like things like that.
Oh, you brought a buddy
Oh,
out.
his
I did.
animations.
Let's do the throws real quick before I forget, because I know people get mad if we forget the throws, and I understand that.
They are very cool.
Oh, Big Daddy
Goro
Goro.
comes
And Goro kind of got a
I
glow
love
up
Goro.
too, for
He
anybody
did a
that
little
didn't
bit,
notice,
yes.
right? From
I
the
love
earlier,
Goro.
like, first views of Goro, oh, he's gotten a glow up.
Oh, I don't want to forget this too, because I know people want to see that he does indeed have body splash.
And if a character has
I love
a
Goro.
body splash, that's instant means Tyler's gonna play them.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is one of the cooler moves too. He's got, I think we've all seen the wall he can do.
He's got a little belly bump. Little belly
And you'll
bump.
throw him through the wall. And here's the other thing: you can kind of just throw this out, like from distance. Let me get a little far away from you. You can kind of, even like it's not a projectile, but it can be kind of feel like one in a way.
Right. And the beginning reminds me of how people block in No Mercy for N64.
It really does.
So that's important.
There it
too.
is. There
right.
it is. Yep. I'm gonna go over some specials now. So this is the one that changes his game.
Okay.
It's called Countdown, and he'll put a hourglass out, right? If, and this is what I was talking about, he wants to keep you out. Like, got it. Now I have 3 loaded. Once he has 3 loaded, he can do it again, hop behind you, and now you are frozen, and the last move you take is the reaction you have, like the frozen thing from the last game.
Right.
If you meter burn it, you have 3 already. Now throw a projectile. I wasn't ready yet. Try again. So if you're, I got to read it harder. Go ahead. So if you do that,
that's
you can.
how
if you're
that
hard
mechanic
reading,
works in the
things like that,
trailer.
you can get behind him and whatnot.
Sure.
So once you have that out,
Okay.
the game changes.
Right.
They are afraid of moving. Now it's blockable. It is blockable, but the game.
How are you gonna block that?
I played with people when they're starting to read it.
Okay, all right, I got you.
Here's another thing. Go ahead and do some damage to me. Okay. Now we have it set to 1% right now, but when you do that, the other thing you can do is if you meter burn the snap like that, you can redo what you've done, go back to where you were,
Rewind time,
and get your health back.
What?
Oh, that's sick. He
And
had that in
uses the same
MK11.
clocks that you would charge for the
Yes.
So
behind you.
you can charge the clock, and once that clock is fully charged at 3 times or
Yes.
whatever, then you have multiple moves that branch from that.
Yes.
Wow.
Now this it
There's
gets,
another layer.
It gets better.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't show you one of the different strings on purpose.
Oh, okay.
So you can do this. This string, as you see, brings out an hourglass, and guess what? That counts.
That counts.
It does.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Let's move
that's
on.
cool.
Let's move on to another move.
Okay.
Sandstorm, right?
Now, is there different distances for Sandstorm, or is it track?
Yes, there are.
Different distances. Gotcha.
It also can be a meterless launcher,
oh,
right? So you can be like this.
Oh
catch
yes.
them, but I can do that. Meterless launcher. Now, where they're standing in the sandstorm depends on where they like. If they're at the back of it, they'll fly backwards. If they're at the
Gotcha.
front of it, they're front.
That's
forwards.
science.
Now, if I meter burn it, you got to set. See that another clock? It'll time out
Some traps.
and then explode. So you're kind of controlling space,
Right.
but that also adds to your clock.
Interesting.
Oh.
So
And that's going to force them to either advance or back up. Back up is good for you. Advancing, then
Right.
you can go for your mix-ups.
So, super cool stuff you can do with that. I really enjoy just hitting it, and then you can, that's something for later.
Oh,
So it could change the way the game's played.
yeah. He plays his own game.
What I just showed was world stop, just back forward 1. You can just stop time, and I can do this. Now I can go on. I can go.
Man,
on to the
his
side, too,
animations
where I can hold back and land
are
there.
so sick.
If you meter burn it, it just turns into another time stop.
Oh man. He seems pretty
Look
nasty.
at those. Oh,
He is nasty.
He seems pretty nasty.
The effects
Geras.
are amazing looking too.
He definitely. He does have a command grab, which you can throw away, or you can throw toward. Oops, sorry. Like that. Now here's the fun part. Let's say you're in the corner.
Let's say you're in.
Now I would love Liu Kang to be
Oh, that
in the
walk
corner.
speed is
Right.
pretty
So I can
good.
do- right?
Yep, there he goes.
Or if I want to do more damage,
Did you guys see that walk speed?
anytime you throw someone away from the corner, you get the one.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Oh, that's nasty.
So if I'm throwing so you can give up good spacing if you want to cash out that extra damage.
damage or positioning.
Like,
yeah.
is this gonna end the round?
Right.
If I do that, throw them out.
Yeah, totally.
At least I would.
Yeah.
So that command grab's really great. It can also it'll combo too. Like if it's in the air, you can't combo on the ground, but if it's in the air, you can catch people.
The range on it is also very interesting.
Yeah, so you can do it from close, but also right about here. So
Yeah, that's really, really
you
good.
always and also just point blank.
Right.
So he's pretty much good up close, mid, and far.
Far, he has a little more trouble far.
Sure.
Far, he's going to be able to set up his stuff.
I was gonna say,
not
then
as
you're just-
much press advantage.
You're putting up
right.
clocks.
But
if
people
you're far.
also, you can start getting hit with projectiles during that period.
Right.
Right.
And also, you will notice the more you play against the Geras, the snap thing, I've been blocked on it a whole bunch of times, so people know that you're trying
Sure.
to set that up.
But now, obviously, then if they have the mental stack where they are then focused on blocking it or punishing
Mm-hmm.
it or doing fireballs, that means that's your opportunity. You've established that, you conditioned them. Now he could advance forward and go for his overhead, his low, his grab.
Geras might not
If
have
you're doing
projectiles
something
or
that makes the
long
opponent pause,
range stuff.
That's you. Then you.
That's where
won.
cameos
And
come
is
in.
it more dangerous sometimes to hold it for a full round?
Exactly. Yes.
Right? And also, they may forget they're looking for the snap, and now they do a combo to you, and you just rewind out of it. You
Yes,
use it for that.
That's a great point.
So next thing we got, this is a, oops, there was again, sorry. He's got this burst, right? Denial here.
That's his up 3.
And it's just just kind of a pushback. You can
get off
combo
me.
it, right?
Nope.
But I would say that's not the time you can do it. But the cool thing is, it is his metered. It does a
He's armored.
armor
Armor
move. Yeah,
attack.
sorry.
Oh, okay.
That's his up
So
3
let's
for
say I'm in the
Caleb.
corner, and I want to wake up to it. I can. Oh, not me. There we go.
Gotcha. Get off of me.
And
Get
it's
off
really
me.
good if I get jumped on the in the. So
Oh, that's cool.
This is your get off me tool.
yes,
Just like
for
an
sure.
So he
MK11,
does
you
have
can
that.
combo off it.
One
Super
fine. I mean, Geras. It seems like he has a lot. I will say once you start playing it, it all sort of flows together very, very well.
Right.
Once you start getting the game plan down, he has this move here, which is really cool. So go full screen for me. I can do this, and now look, I am ethereal. Now hit me. If you hit me, I can take it. Oh, I can take a hit, right? So hold on, and then I will go back where I started.
Wow.
And do that with projectiles.
Oh,
right?
really?
But now I can do things like this, where I will walk you down. I know I have a hit I can take, or I can walk you down, and you're like, "What's he doing? What's he doing?" And I can still do moves.
That's so cool.
Now here's where it gets crazy.
This has been pretty crazy already. I don't know what the next level of crazy
Yeah,
could be.
we've never done one of these. You're like, but wait, there's more.
There is one more thing which I've actually had QA make a video for because I am not good at doing it yet, but it's really cool. So the meter burn version will freeze time, and you're able to use your clone and yourself. You'll see. Let's take a look at that video.
Whew.
Oh, reptile. Oh my god.
That's so cool.
Right.
It's really giving me some Kenshi vibes.
That
You know, that part is one that will
crazy.
probably be the last thing I put into my repertoire, and it'll
Right.
probably be something simple for myself as just an average player. But I've already started finding things that I can do with it. So that's Geras. I think he's a ton of fun. I've really
Oh,
enjoyed.
his fatal blow.
You're
Yep.
right.
I was gonna say he didn't do his fatal blow, bud.
Let's do that. Oh, right. So it is from about where you
Oh,
start.
Goro's his cameo, so we're gonna see Goro help out. Wow.
This is so
Oh, oh.
He'll be fine.
That's so cool.
Awesome. So that's
That's Geras.
Wow.
I think,
Geras
a lot of times
deserves like
people look at like brawlers or grapplers
a
as
standing
being,
applause.
simplistic or like, honestly kind of dumb and
Beautiful.
derpy.
Right.
And he's the